Oh, looks like I'm live. Kia ora everyone, and welcome, no mai, haere mai, to my number 8 live from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Oh, it's quite a cool night here tonight. As you can see, I've got my jersey on tonight. I thought I'd be able to work up the sweat watching the netball, but lo and behold, not going to be so. So, broadcasting it is. Um, what have we got on our plate tonight? Uh, yeah, a few things that have come up in the blog this week. But before I go into that, just a couple of reminders to everyone regarding the send button meeting, English, and TBC Randy's 24/7 live broadcast. Now, as you probably know, Randy's having trouble with his YouTube channel, and for some reason he cannot broadcast from his channel, not live anyway. He can record and play it at a later time, but not live. So, he has not said that I know as to whether he is setting up another channel, YouTube channel, and going to broadcast from that, or whether he's going to wait out the time. So until that happens, or whichever happens, and he will notify us to notify others, we will then let you know, okay? So that's those meetings. Now, we also have Spanish and Cambodian meetings coming up as well. I think Scott's on is going to be doing the Cambodian meetings. I'm sure everybody knows Bitcoin Scott, as he is normally known by, but I think he is the one that is leading Cambodia at the moment. As for the Spanish, I'm not sure whether it's Christina Tangway or someone else, but those are coming up, and they are worth going to get free cookie rewards, just like you do with other send button meetings. At present, we have English, Hindi, and Bangladesh meetings. So, and French. Sorry. Now that's 4,000 cookies that you can earn a week. 1,000 per send button meeting. And that's only if you're not a broadcaster. But it goes up if you are a broadcaster. Okay? So, if I was you, I'd be thinking real hard about broadcasting, especially before November redemption, because that's a lot of cookies to gain in a short space of time. I mean, we've got about a month to go before redemption. That's a lot of cookies a week. Now that's 32,000 cookies you can earn if that's just based on the English, Hindi, French, and Bangla for meeting. So if they add another 2, there you go. There's another 2 each week added to those. So for those, who are especially below the one for TBC in their wallets, I would be looking at, attending the same button meeting, because if you can't afford to buy the cookies, or the cookies, that's your alternative at this moment, is to get them for the free cookies. Strongly advise it. Otherwise, start broadcasting, and next thing you know, you've got TBCs. So those are the two main topics. Also, Cashflow coaching. Um, we're getting a lot of new people joining Cashflow coaching without even really knowing what they're going there for. But at least they're willing to give it a go and listen. Then they decide for themselves from there on if that is what for them, or that is for them or not. I would say it's not for everybody, but I think if you know where you want to head and end up in a short space of time, that's the place to be. And if you want to help grow TBC as quickly as everyone wants it to happen, get in there. It's worth looking at. Okay? And now that it's daylight saving, wow, you don't have to get up at 6 o'clock to watch it anymore. 7 o'clock it starts, so it's pretty much within the time frame that you're likely to wake up anyway of a day. Okay? So those are my main spells for this broadcast tonight. So welcome to those watching. Always treasure, your comments, even though I can't see them now, but I normally go to them after the session and view them, and then I'll send a comment back. Okay? So bear with me as we go into our next part of my broadcast tonight. So, interestingly today, admin put out a new message today, and it's kind of made me think real hard about what's going on, not so much in TBC, but around the world. So I'm going to share my screen as we go into the vlog. Okay. Okay, it's this note here. November 11th, 2018 false flag event. Perhaps Seattle, blah, blah, blah. Now, false flags. As I know with red flags are kind of like don't show your true colours. Or you shouldn't be making an attraction of yourself to others. Like, if you became rich overnight, next minute everyone sees you driving around on this big flash car, and you've moved house because you've gone somewhere else, probably gone up market or taken off overseas, all that kind of stuff. Those are red flags. People are attracted by the abnormal things you do. So if you don't buy a car every day, then it's going to attract attention when you do turn up with a brand new flash car. at your doorstep. Okay? So, false flag, it looks as though false flags are the work of the demons, the work of the elite. So, in this passage, I'll read it out, and you should be able to gauge what it's all about. This is the most important article in this blog today. But the subject matter should not be shared on posts within social media such as Facebook. So, have we got that right? No posting this on Facebook, pretty much. Best way to share is in private messages only, that you can participate in a dialogue with those whom you share it with to avoid misunderstanding. Cool. The elite, the powers that be, the evil cabal ruling the world, use what is called false flag events to scare the masses around the world into submission. They use their power to create explosive events and quickly pin the events on whomever they want. 9/11 was one of the biggest examples of this, with all the facts available on the internet of what happened that day. Do you believe planes caused all that destruction? If you do believe that planes completely destroyed that's right, there's 3 buildings, not 2, on that day, you should stop reading this article right now. I wouldn't stop reading this article. I'd just plow on ahead and keep reading, whether I saw 3 buildings or 2. Because right now, it's attracted me to read even more. Okay? The elite govern the people of this earth by consent, and they hide the truth in plain sight in a deceptive way. They tell us up front what they are going to do far in advance, but not in a plain and simple manner. In the case of how they hid the truth about 9/11 in advance, can be seen in movies, decades of movies. They told us the date and that the World Trade Center was the target for the planned event. Google search 9/11 hidden in Hollywood to see hundreds of examples of this. I have covered why they hope for our silence as a form of consent in this article. Okay, so you have the HTTP there. Time is short. I am very concerned about the date, November the 11th, 2018. If there is an event on November the 11th, 2018, I want you to know who's actually behind it. The evil cabal that uses the deep state globally and that controls central banking are backed into a corner right now. Oh, how evil are they? Oh, they're pretty evil. They stop at nothing. See these articles about Pizzagate and Georgia Goldstones, a monument dedicated to the destruction of 90% of humanity. November the 11th, 2018 could be the trigger date that leads to a series of awful events with the power to kill off 90% of humanity. I say it could be, because I hope the stories we are hearing that the white hats are winning are true, and that this plan of the elite will fail. It does seem like the whole central banking system is on its knees right now, and mass resignations, deaths, arrests, and indictments have been pouring out of the deep state like we have never seen before. But do you see how dangerous the situation is right now? It is like backing a wild animal into a corner, and we should not underestimate the elite and what they will do. The YouTube ad outage today really spooked me. I seriously doubt that a worldwide outage such as this was just a technical issue. I suspect it was a test. False flag events only have power if the masses are ignorant. The best way to prevent false flag events is to have the masses knowing the truth about who is doing them and for the masses to unite against those who do them by using their voices. Massive ignorance and silence from the masses only encourages these evil people to press forward with their dark plans for humanity. Have they silenced your voice? Will you read this article and only remain a watcher? Will you just wait and see and do nothing in the meantime? Don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting that you become a fool, become a half-cocked alarmist, and go around babbling about the date, November the 11th. That would produce the opposite desired result. What is the desired result we want? We need to become unified around a solution. The elite have been very successful in their divide and conquer campaigns against humanity. So successful that they have managed to put 99% of all the wealth in this world in the hands of the 1%. They have brainwashed the 99% to fight amongst ourselves, while they have robbed us blind. They divided us by colour, race, religion, politics, sexuality, and even by the sexes of male versus female. Actually, the list of divisions is much greater than that. What we all have in common as 99%ers is that we want to live. Staying alive seems to be the one thing all of us have in common. True. When you come to the realization that our effort here is to protect our very lives as living beings, you will find the passion needed to stand united with your fellow man and work together on the solution together. And it will be easier to put aside the things that may divide us. Okay, just move up the page. Eliminating the gap in wealth between the 1% and the 99% is a powerful solution. The elite laugh at the poor, they beg and cry. The elite are all very wealthy millionaires and billionaires, but not all millionaires and billionaires are elite. The elite don't laugh at the millionaires and billionaires that oppose them. They take them seriously. Why is that? We're rolling out a TBC criminal economy that will have 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires, and you are invited to be one of them. And surely the world will take us seriously. Do you want to be taken seriously? How much opposition can you do towards evil without power? Spiritual power is most valuable, but only a tiny few people will find that power because the required purification is much more than most are willing to pass through to obtain it. So rolling out a new private economy full of millionaires and billionaires is a reasonable solution under the circumstances of today. Time is short, and yet there is plenty of time remaining for us to achieve this now. Our foundation we have laid out towards this achievement is strong enough to complete our mission before it is too late. We have 3.3 million members now and a database of over 18 million that have signed up in Kringle Cash. 18 million. Wow. That is a lot of people sitting in a database. Hundreds of thousands have paid the admin fee, and we could do a much better job of activating our newest members. I see our gathering process as very successful. Within our first 2.5 years, we just need to do better in activation. I want you to look upon the next chart with fresh eyes and see how close we are to our objective of 1 billion members, and that we are only a few more steps away. We have grown exponentially, and we will continue to grow as such. So, in TBC Randy's coaching class, he looks at the red chart here. And his contribution to the growth via the Cashflow coaching school is through this chart here. Finding 10 key leaders who then go out and find their 10 leaders, and so on. It's duplicated. And by the 10th level, he would have 1 billion people. So, if you follow that system, there will be no failing. And the reason why he's chosen that red square is because of the time frame he is looking at and trying to achieve all that. And I would say, from what I know and what I've seen, since he started his Cashflow coaching classes, that the Hindi, the Bangladesh communities have really taken off with this system, and they are really building and pushing for that growth to happen as quick as. I tell you, you don't know the extent of what the Hindi and Banglas are doing at the moment. It is huge. And they're trying to follow the plan or the system as close as possible to the way it's being taught and the way admin wants it done. There's no alternative. There's no alternative plan. There's only one system to use. So we use that system because it's been tried and proven that it can work. Along with that has come the rapid reward plan that exists until redemption in November. Whether it continues after redemption remains to be seen. It could very well, or they could improve as well. Because that is another good system that you can use within the red square system. So, do you see how close we are to the finish line? I'm sure this is surprising to some of you, using fresh eyes to see this. I hope you have been inspired by the updated mission statement that makes it so clear that humanity is capable of lifting itself out of the morass of poverty, disease, lack, limitation, suffering, and ignorance into a new dawn of abundance and prosperity for all. As individuals, we may not have the power to prevent the elite from rolling out a planned false flag event as early as November the 11th, 2018, but most of us will still be here regardless to work together towards empowering the individual. Once each of us as individuals have some power to take an unshakable stand, we can bring this world out of darkness and into the light. Don't sit back and just watch the world turn upside down. Be busy building up this private economy. All of us should be sharing the gift as this, using the script. The script is so simple and easy to follow. We have no excuse to fail in bringing in new members. So this is how simple the script is. I mean, you don't really even have to memorize it because it's like human nature. It's something that you would just say. So script for the people closest to you. This is talking family, I suppose. Well, we think family is, or your closest friends. And it goes, hey, I've got a gift and I want to pass a gift to you too. Okay? Very casual. And the response is probably, okay, what is it? And you normally get that from anybody. Or if they're a radical type person, they'll go, oh, okay, here we go again. A gift redeemable for some smartphone, digital currency that millions around the world are using. Let me know as soon as you collect yours from here. So that is your referral link. Okay? You should know that because you should know your username if you're signing into Kringle Cashback Office all the time. So it's simply everything up to from there to here, and then your username. That's all you got to remember. The response. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Cool. See you soon. Watch this video to get an idea of what viral sharing looks like. So when you have a chance to, do that. Inviting should be daily activity for all of us in the TBC community. Make it viral and fun. I hope this article has helped you see the purpose of TBC and that it is a solution that can ultimately save our lives. But we must unite. Working solo is not good. You're not meant to all be organised. The best way to organise is on a cellular structure of 1 leader of 10 loyal members. I say that, but you know, sometimes you can have 20 loyal members and the 10 loyal members may come out of the last lot of 20 that make up the 20. May not be the first 10. The best leaders are following the instructions on this blog and Cashflow for them in the fruit that proves it. Find a leader that is doing better than you and become one of their 10. Leaders, you need 10 pillars that will support your leadership. Find 10 that will support your efforts to follow these instructions here in this blog. Help your pillars rise up in their cash flow with regular guidance. Daily contact with the team you're raising is beneficial. Running TBC by the numbers is the best way to go, as explained in this article. If you end up with more than 10 pillars, invite the weakest of them to reposition below the 10 strongest. Time management is very important in an organized effort. We don't follow a hierarchy within this community, and we are not an MLM and don't follow a sponsorship tree. We are a large body of people from all over the world, And people need to create the relationships that they can trust within their body as they see fit. There is a lot of freedom in the style of getting organized, and this allows the cream to rise to the top. You and I cannot take on the elite as individuals. They are organized and well funded. We need to also get organized and develop our own private economy. That's the plan. So, thank you for coming tonight to listen and watch. Um, over even more. If you need any assistance, any help, anything, you know how to get hold of me. Um, my email is on the page, and contact me there. Otherwise, you'll find under Bex. Okay, so it's been great having you here tonight. And until my next broadcast, which should be number 19. Wow, 20 is coming. Getting there. I mean, we don't normally count everything, but, you know, because we have to put a number up, that's really why we put it up, or we say. And it just keeps us on track anyway. But, you know, for us, it's not about the numbers. It's about getting the message out to everybody. And making sure that everybody understands TBC. Okay? So there is much to look forward to in the coming month. And the plan is to stay on track, grow TBC as quick as we can, and we'll be all out of poverty, hopefully. Yeah. Peace to you all, and hekone. Until next time.